Good evening and welcome to this special edition of Amba Perspective. Merry Ghost Towns, Ray.
I hear that the new way that they did that for Southern Cameroons. Merry Ghost Towns.
It was indeed a Merry Ghost Town day. The images that we got coming in from Amba land, it really shows how much our governing council is in control of our homeland. And I think that when you look at the pictures overall, every Southern Cameroonian across the world should be proud.
Yes, today we'll be overjoyed, though saddened by the killings way the colonial soldiers they do on our people. But we'll be happy with the way our people respect the ghost town and the way white cloth they be full streets and houses all over Southern Cameroon. I mean, today we don't prove for the La Republic government saying that we they control that town, that we they control Southern Cameroons, and they get nothing for Terry anymore. I mean, we see how all classrooms they be basically empty, and those way they become for classes now mostly kids from La Republic, because I don't think say any Southern Cameroonian parent with the right mind they send the pikin go school today. So we want to thank every Southern Cameroonian for a job well done, and our hearts to go out to the families where they lost their loved ones. It really be really unfortunate.
Yeah, Ray, it's a saddening situation. The loss of the brother and the injury of some in Kumbu today is really sad, and it really saddens my heart. And this is really a sign to our people of how brutal the Yaoundé regime is. I mean, these are people whom, with all the advice, all the international pressure coming to them, they still send out military people with live bullets to go and kill our people. It's indeed a good day overall, but the news coming in from Kumbu, the images, they are just disheartening. And I think, Ray, the best place to start today would be for us to listen to what really happened in Kumbu. We had a report from an eyewitness report from Kumbu. So we'll just go over the eyewitness report and then we will analyze what happened in Kumbu before we move on to other events of today.
Yeah.
So we look at the images and a report that came in from Kumbu. It was an eyewitness report.
Happening here in Kumbu?
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Journalist. What is happening here in Kumbu is just that gendarmes went to Mbam Kefam and was searching for people's houses and collecting maybe one or two things like monies in their hands. And of course, they get to one person's house and the person was not there. It's one mother who went to just make sure that she buy her property to come and sell. They get in that lady's house, collected all the monies and goods. I don't know if the gendarmes are working to help the nation of Cameroon or to go and steal out there in and break the store, including so many kaku that they have collected from there. So the people wanted to intervene to that matter. So they shoot one guy of UR. So now Shufa of UR is brief. And the other is now lying at the Banso Baptist Hospital.
Maybe what is the name of the guy?
I don't know the name of the guy. I was eyewitness there, that I can call the name after, but I don't know the name of the guy. But for now, as you are standing here like this, Mr. Journalist, you are seeing the situation now that is already here. You can see in my hands, these bullets are the one that they were shooting, the bullets. So we don't know, as the government was crying that they should help so that this school should resume. But for now, I'm seeing that this situation is worse because we have lost our brother. We are now bereaved.
Welcome back. Indeed, it's a sad account when you listen to the things that military people have resorted into. Breaking into people's houses with pretext of looking for marijuana, stealing people's household items, breaking into people's stores while they're in ghost towns and stealing. That is what La République military has reduced themselves into. Yesterday was, over the weekend, it was clearing at Sacred Heart, and now it's breaking into people's stores over daylight with pretext of looking for drugs. It is indeed a shame to what the military in Cameroon has become. And we know that we are sending these images to international media. We are sending this report to the international media and creating awareness, just so that the world can see how shameful the country of La République du Cameroon has become. Where's military ethics? When you go into a civilian neighborhood with live bullets and you shoot on people when they come shouting because you are robbing them. You're robbing people of their hard-earned income, you're robbing people of the items that they have bought with their hard-earned money. It is really unfair, and like I said, I hope our leaders are compiling all this evidence that we are going to use against La République. And Bob reacted to that by firing the commander of the gendarmerie and the duo of Sok. That's news reaching us, but that is F.R.A. nonsense. What happened to the governor of Boya when the students were raped in Boya? What happens to the vice chancellor of Boya? What happens to the governor of Bamenda? Aren't they the same people who are receiving our leaders who are coming from jail? So all this window dressing, makeshift adjustments are not going to stop the people of Southern Cameroon for pursuing the ends of justice, for fighting for the restoration of homeland. Overall, Ray, the people of Kumbu have shown some restraint. Knowing the people of Kumbu, they have really shown some restraint. I doubt if the people of Kumbu didn't show some restraint, the military people in Kumbu, they will be having a good day today.
Yeah, when I look at the live bullets those soldiers they use on armless civilians, I really I no fit understand how person go take live bullets they shoot at harmless civilians. It really be horrible because so many people will lose their lives because La République no care. La République no give a damn what will happen for our people. So with Nawida we beg every Southern Cameroonian and say keep your pikin for house. Make no man no come off outside. If they come out of their house, me you are in a battle inside it and say me they come out of the street begin shoot you. And then Paul just woke up begin to talk say you don't fire Dio or whoever you fire. We don't care anymore. If people like leave Yaoundé, come Southern Cameroon, Waka, begin fire people, begin back, we don't care anymore. That one we do also that one I own. We don't care whether I fire everybody. What we want is for all of them to leave our land. You know, so we go continue to tell the people of Southern Cameroon and say, respect the ghost town, stay at home. When you stay for house, now whether we will frustrate these people because they don't shoot up for street, they don't see where we will shoot them. Now whether they go now from house to house, they work across havoc. Better person come into their house. Maybe I fight for them and say me to the street. So we still appeal for parents. We appeal for Southern Cameroonians and say, tomorrow goes down. Me was past the one way it happened today. Make no man no come up outside. Make they can't stand. Me that Jana stand on a police, they be on an army. Make they stand for road, begin to play with fire already, they walk around. It be useless for unarmed civilians. They can use live ammunition. It don't show for we say they don't care about us. We are worse than animals. And then they see understand people that they see stand with this government. I don't understand. So we beg every person where he did for Southern Cameroon say make we no come out, make we stay at home. Make sure see people they frustrate for our streets. They do for days they need to see person for every talk to. If people buy granite set, they no go see person for buy granite. Hungry do they fine.
Indeed, you are very right, Ray. I think this, although a very sad situation, it serves as a clear message to our Southern Cameroonians, brothers and sisters, parents, mothers and fathers, grandmothers and grandfathers. It serves as a lesson to us what has happened in Seoul today, that these people, they are not only coming in our streets to come and guard the streets, they are coming to kill us, and at any given opportunity they will kill us. So it's important that when our governing council calls for ghost towns, we should respect those ghost towns. And mind you, that La Republique, as frustrated as they are going to continue burning down schools with pretext that as activists, so that they can frame up. They have tried framing up all sorts of stories. Where is their bomb story that they were trying to frame up 2 weeks ago? We named and shamed them, and they stopped. They resorted back into burning, because before that bomb scare, they had stopped burning down schools. After the bomb thing didn't work out, they went back into burning schools. How can they have military everywhere? We are yet to see one arrest of somebody who burns down a school. Yet everyday schools get burned down. Today, I mean, La Republique, like, your games are just too childish. And for God's sake, just leave our country. Just leave our country and go back to your country and protect your borders, of the borders of your failed state. Go and fail with your CEMAC zone. I don't know. Because what happens in Kumbu today goes back to some of the safety measures that we have been telling our people back at home to adhere to. The whistle, buying of your whistle, so that if when you're in trouble you whistle and the community can come out, like you saw when the people of Kumbu came out all day. Those military men, even with their live bullets, started running away. It is very important that we have these whistles that can mobilize communities quickly. When you get into trouble, the first thing to do is to alert people around. And also, when you get the alert call, it's important that you also call on other people. It's important that if people go out because somebody's in trouble, it's always a crowd. Because once it's a crowd, the military people cannot do anything. You see, they shot those people when there was a few of them, but when the crowd came on them, they had no choice but to run. So it's important that we encourage our people back at home. The people back at home, encourage your friends that are not watching, that people should buy their whistles. And immediately when there's trouble in one neighborhood, you blow the whistle, let everybody come out, and let people defend their neighborhood. You come out and you tell the military people that they have no business in your neighborhoods. Your neighborhoods is a Southern Cameroon neighborhoods, not a French Cameroon neighborhoods. And you guys can take care of your neighborhood. So it's important.
Yeah. You see, what did happen? I say, it don't come the time where our own soldiers, with the La Republique army, all those police people that work for La Republique, all those people that work for that, it don't come the time when I go strategize inside on a barracks. Because we know say they need to give us guns or bullets. You don't come the time I go strategize here when I go take over those barracks because when I know go shoot them, they can't kill people. And then when I shoot them, they say when I be army, when I there's the army, they look them. It doesn't make sense. Because they marginalize our own brothers inside the La Republique army. I don't see how they go marginalize una. Then when I need to react because they know they don't take guns from our hand, they don't take bullets. Una shoot them, they calculate una sense. Una no play they keep the bullets and the guns. Time don't reach for una but take them. We fight back because this is nonsense. They don't kind of kill our people in our land. I mean, na person picking that one people be my brother, people be my picking. If any one of we imagine, say now our own family member they kill them today, so the pain with our family they feel them. It was past anything if you imagine them. You just wake up one day because the people deny to go to school, they don't kill people. I mean, what kind of thing is that? It be very heartbreaking. Say that person just because today no say go die. Neither don't shoot and kill him. All our armies, whether they or the police or gendarmerie, are Southern Cameroonians. I beg una start think strategy how una go take over barracks. Una start think how first of October they come. Una start think how una take over barracks for this La Republique. If they don't give una, if una gun the day we bullet no day, una find play the bullet the day for una barracks. If una don't get gun, una find play the gun the day for una barracks because time not reach. If man shoot you, shoot it back. We'll go for Old Testament, eye for an eye.
We don't see the way say when they slap people, this how we turn this time they slap them. They slap you every day. You know go work. Make our gendarmes, on our police, on our army, make una start the thing. They don't go training. We don't use the training against La Republique. Except they don't train the same way they train them. Because if they train our gendarmes or our own brothers, they did with our gendarmes or the army, it makes sense that they know how to take over a barracks because they train them with those kind of things. So while they make una begin to fool them, they make fool them, they say no until we go one day take over the place. Una allow to kill all of themselves because they don't care about our people. They don't care about who we be. They just want to kill we. See how they shoot small people. That town. You don't listen to how live bullet they fly left, center, right. It means say those people don't care about us. We don't have to care about them. They're not rich. We will not give the turn this type of job and they slap them because we be Christians or whatever. Now eye for an eye now will just switch go to the Old Testament.
Yeah, Ray. Indeed, the chairman's message today when he addressed our people, he made a special appeal to our brothers and sisters in the military, and he called upon them that this is the time, this is the moment to serve their nation. And to our brothers and sisters in the military, we understand that you have been giving out a lot of information, a lot of sensitive information to our leaders that have helped us keep our people out of trouble, that has helped our leaders to navigate, do some diplomatic work, that has put La Republique under a lot of pressure. But it's not enough. It's not enough for you to sit up north or in Kutaba and then they're killing your brother in Kumbu and you are not reacting to that. If you have weapons, you have the training, military training so that the military can defend homeland. And that call, I think what the head of the leadership council was telling our military today is making that call to you guys that it's about time that we defend our homeland. They have made the call here. Just be watchful within your ranks, and at a given time, when you have the opportunity, it's important that we start showing this La Republique people what we are made of. It's important that we start showing this La Republique people that each Ambazonian, the life of each Ambazonian is worth the life of 10 of their people. If they don't care about their people and they go around killing civilians however they please, it is time that Ambazonians start sending La Republique a clear message that the life of one Ambazonian is worth 10 of theirs. You know how when an American dies in a foreign country, you know how they react. I think it's that kind of love for country, it's that kind of love for life that us Ambazonians are supposed to adopt at this moment. It's a critical moment. I think the leader, the message that he sent out, it's all over social media now. He sent out this morning. He made a clear call to our military people. It is time to defend our homeland. If you don't defend homeland, you would let our brothers and sisters who are not trained, like you are, to wake up to defend homeland, and they will be killed. What happened in Kumbu today, you cannot let that happen to your people. It really doesn't matter if you come from Edinau, if you come from Batuke, or you come from Kumbu, or you come from, it doesn't matter. Today an Ambazonian is an Ambazonian, and we all have a call to defend our homeland. We all have a call to defend evil, to stand against evil. And our brothers and sisters in the military, they have an advantage in this. They have an advantage, they have an edge over La Republique. They say, in military, they say the fewer you are, the easier it is to strategize against a much larger enemy. So it's time for our brothers and sisters in the army to start thinking, to start strategically thinking how they can take these people out. Because just enough, it's enough. How many lives are these people going to take? Every given opportunity, they take a life of ours.
I mean, small not going to school and ghost town and shoot people. That means people that come off the street with sticks. When I kill a man, look, the right to defend yourself is enshrined in international law. Wait till you talk for you will not be wrong. Some people if you say the two will talk for you, will talk about national TV. It will not be wrong. If a person can attack you, you get right to defend yourself. It's there. Maybe until you go find out for some place. Google, even for Google yourself, you go Google them, you go see how day. Not until you talk about way you just just think of our head. You know, the right to self-defense is there. So if we sit and sending people, they come every day, they kill we, then we will say, okay, fine. We don't fit. No. When person don't push you to the wall, you get to retaliate. So the time of Southern Cameroonians will start think how to retaliate back. We can't just, the international community wait on we to retaliate even. Because the more the person maltreat you, you stay quiet. Now the more your neighbors no go even know say something they happen with you. If you dey somebody maltreat you, you know they talk, you know they react, your neighbors will say they fine. But the moment where the person don't treat you, they go to some other place where you see and say you don't too much, you back them. Your neighbor go see and say you don't back, I go say, so na so the thing be done day. They start to ask and say what did happen. You start to say no, the man over attack you, so the time for back I don't reach. And the way the international community will come in, maybe we should not begin check say though the slap every day we just we post our social media say they have killed 2 people in Kumbu, and then some people will get interest. They will not have any interest until we tell the other the person who can attack you say enough is enough. You fight back. Now for the way some person go if you can't say play on a fight. But this way would allow these people and would one even this mission school the way they think say they don't just watch atmosphere today and tomorrow and Wednesday and then they go just make a begin a kind of school. Would you just tell the Catholic schools, the Presbyterian and the Baptist schools, if any picking day from a school that will see CRT we don't take and then just take some few picking and put us on corner begin if the few picking and that school they want to send them back to our house. Because this is a revolution. The revolution this way get leader. And the leader don't talk say we no want me school day for that part of the world. And so school no go for daily. So any man way they take the picking and see how they keep us in the road. Soon, La Republic wants to destroy school them, bomb school them down. So a person picking them for school, he died for day. You go show me how he talk say you think say why you send that picking for the school in the first place? Why? Wait, don't say you don't send them. The atmosphere is not conducive for kids to go out. It not be conducive at all. Now war zone. Why you say I'm picking out for firing zone? It doesn't make sense.
I think Ray, the special message we need to send to our brothers and sisters from the Western Province, the Bamilekes that inhabit most of our land, and also some of the Francophones from the west of the Mongo where they prefer our educational system and they're sending their children to come and study in our sub-system of education because they know it's superior to their French system of education. And you see, Francophones like argument. They like arguments. When you tell a Francophone that the English system of education is better than the French system of education, they pull up an argument. And I ask them, what business texts around the world, what international business texts are done in French? None. Business around the world is there's more business conducted in Chinese than in French. Other than in France, where else do you conduct business? Even in Switzerland, that is a French country, business is conducted in English. So the French system of education, even Francophones should abandon it and adopt the English system of education. It is simple common sense. It is simple common sense. So that said, I wanted to pass a message especially to the Francophones who are sending their children to our schools because they feel the ghost towns don't apply to them. Southern Cameroon is legally our country, and we have legally elected our leaders. And our leaders at the governing council have said, we don't want schools to resume in our region. When you are sending your children to school because you are a colonel, when you are sending your children to school because you have money, I can almost guarantee that in a war, stray bullets would go to anyone. Anything can happen to your child this night at SAC, and you'll be asking yourself, why? You'll be asking yourself all sorts of questions. Anything can happen to your child that you are hiding in Secret Heart. Anything can happen to your child that you send to these big so-called prestigious schools. And I don't know if you will forgive yourself if you wake up tomorrow morning and it's your child that they burn down in a building. Because La Republique keep on burning these buildings. It's out of frustration. It's out of frustration that they are doing all those things. And even your children, it doesn't matter if you are Anglophone or Francophone. It doesn't matter if you are Bamileke. It doesn't matter if you have money or not. when they burn down a building with your child would be hurt. And when your child is hurt, you will never forgive yourself. Your money will never turn back the hands of time. Southern Cameroon's governing council have said, we don't want schools in our region. If you want your children to go to school, please take them to your country. Take them to French Cameroon. Let them go to school in French Cameroon. You've not seen Southern Cameroonians go up and say, we don't want schools in French Cameroon. Hey, let schools go on in French Cameroon. You want your diluted education, that's fine by us. Go ahead and carry on with your schools, carry on with your classes, but don't send children to English Cameroon. This is acts of provocation. And just imagine the people who have lost family members. Just imagine how those people are feeling when they see your kids going to school, when they see your kids violating ghost towns. Like today, I saw some people, I saw a student in downtown walking to school alone. And I'm asking myself, what on earth is this parent thinking, sending that child out there? What on earth is this parent thinking? I mean, even if you carried the child to school with a car, it's better. She walked right across Old Town in the morning alone, and she was walking to school. Those type of things, look at this military people. Military people have the habit, especially in Cameroon, they have the habit of raping children. And when they see your girl child walking out in the street alone in a ghost town days with only military people in the streets, hey, guess what can happen? They can rape your daughter. And when that happens, please don't go and blame on Southern Cameroonians, because we are not those type of people. La République and their military, their brutal military, I don't know what drugs they drug them on. That is the type of things that they do. But all those things that we are telling you, especially Francophones living in our country, especially the Bamile case that are our brothers today, we are advising you not to put your children in harm's way. Don't put your children in harm's way. Our governing council has said no school, and school boycott is a form of our peaceful resistance because we don't want to go to a war. Please respect the rules of the land.
Yeah, you know, so as we hear people say schools attended timidly and what. You know, we know how to take picking the go put up some place, take picture, show like say people they. We would like to play a video of an educator where, you know, explain how things happen today, so that all those people that they hear news from BITV for CRTV, may they see the real thing will happen today for areas of Southern Cameroons, because the way to see them, they show a different thing. They just carry camera, focus was on corner, so we 5 picking every day. They need to want to show the whole class, because if they show the whole class, they go see plenty empty benches. They will just go take one side, put picking every day, move that picking every day. If you look at picking their face, they're fine. If you just say they all repeat them, they take that picking inside, bring up another side of a class, take picture. This is nonsense. They want really act a movie. Now, real life. When I show we classroom with students inside, yes, we will show, we'll get the video, and then we will continue after.
My name is Mola Lyonga. I'm a teacher by profession. I'm talking precisely on the issue of school resumption in Southern Cameroon. This video I'm taking from my school around Tico subdivision. I will not identify the name because of security reasons. Right now I'm reporting from my office, and as we speak, no effective school resumption has taken place in this area. I've gone round town, I've checked all schools, the whole place is militarized, gendarmes, army, police, anywhere. They don't even want to see you with your phone. You are intimidated when you are walking. And the simple reason is that our people have refused to send their children to school because they want their statehood restored. Since in the past years, the government of Yaoundé have been using all type of funny means, all type of funny education system to teach our children. And we, the parents, have said no to this nonsense. It will never work again until we restore our statehood. Nothing again like school resumption will take place in southern Cameroon. Mr. Bia in Yaoundé should know that the people of southern Cameroon are no longer answerable to him. They are answerable to the governing council based in abroad, and that is where we take our decision from now henceforth. It's just to tell our republic bye-bye from Ambazonia. Thank you.
Okay, so we'll repeat that video. Apparently the volume was a bit low, so we'll let our tech team try to boost the volume and just repeat the short clip. That's an educator, that's a teacher, an eyewitness telling the world what happened in southern Cameroon today. So we will view that video again. Sure.
Yeah, my name is Mola Lyonga. I'm a teacher by profession. I'm talking precisely on the issue of school resumption in southern Cameroon. This video I'm taking from my school around Tico subdivision. I will not identify the name because of security reasons. Right now I'm reporting from my office, and as we speak, no effective school resumption has taken place in this area. I've gone round town, I've checked all schools, the whole place is militarized, gendarmes, army, police, anywhere. They don't even want to see you with your phone. You are intimidated when you are walking. And the simple reason is that our people have refused to send their children to school because they want their statehood restored. Since in the past years, the government of Yaoundé have been using all type of funny means, all type of funny education system to teach our children. And we, the parents, have said no to this nonsense. It will never work again until we restore our statehood. Nothing again like school resumption will take place in southern Cameroon. Mr. Bia in Yaoundé should know that the people of southern Cameroon are no longer answerable to him. They are answerable to the governing council based in abroad, and that is where we take our decision from now henceforth. It's just to tell our republic bye-bye from Ambazonia. Thank you.
Welcome back. So that's a video we got from a teacher today from Amba land, and really this special edition of Amba Perspective, the team at SCBC, we wanted to share some ideas, some tips on how those home-produced videos can become content for awareness that we use and create awareness around the world. I mean, videos like this, when we get them coming in, it helps us a lot to promote our struggle out there, to tell people our story as it is. Today we are very excited because Al Jazeera called and said we should please produce a video of what happened today. We should collect videos of what happened today and make our stories. Remember in the past, they used to go and pick the choreographed stories that La République CRTV makes, and they play out for what has happened at home. But today they're calling us because they understand that we are telling our story from where we stand. We are telling the truth. We are not making up, as La République always makes up the news. So we Ambazonians have started writing our own story. And it's important that when you are writing your story for other people to read, it's important that you write well. So we will be sharing tips on how you can shoot videos from your phone, and it will be better quality for TV, it will be better quality for documentaries. So Ray, I'll let you talk about how people can shoot from their cameras, from their phone cameras and all that.
Yeah, you know, we don't talk here before how to take videos for TV. You know, you see most people they might be inclined for put their phone na so take video. When you put your phone so take video, when you have a TV, now only this your phone it shown that just like as you put this phone. But when you make landscape, so a video, and na so TV dey na so. TV no dey na so. TV dey na the way. So when you take a video so this way, and then it fit on their TV screen complete. So it's easy for studio to play and come out nicely. And for those of us who now dey back at home, when I want to send us videos, we don't want me to see on face. It defines it as you see this gentleman take your own video, he no show his face. So it defines him, you cover, maybe if you like, you just put your camera, make the view na different side, you talk. Now the way you talk can be more important than your image, because the Republic government be so terrible. They will start to find person where don't send out information. And the funny thing I say, the person they send out the truth, you know. So the Republic government don't like person where they talk true. So if you go take video, so put your face, talk that true. The video can't follow you, begin the harass you for nothing. So the best way for take video, if you get person where you and if you do make the person hold your camera so your phone, this landscape, may not be portrait, do a landscape, you take a video, send them. It go easy for Al Jazeera, BBC, SABC, and any other TV channel for just put that in, play and me fit for your TV screen as we watch me right now. But when you take video, so now most often you see and say, when you show video, they take up a phone where they so this type of screen is black, this other type of screen is black, so the video is not in between your screen. But when you take a video with landscape like this, yes, now so it make it fit on the screen of TV when you watch them. You need to get that black edges where you see and when you take another way. So at the back, you know sometimes the people that they under tension, they be afraid and all those things there. But when you get way for take video, anytime you think about taking a video, just do another way. Because when we collect those videos and play them, it play well for TV.
Yeah, thank you, Ray. So Ray just showed us the right way of taking videos. It's taking it with your phone, landscape, not portrait as we usually do it. Now, another important thing is we understand that safety at home is the most important thing for the people that are in Amba land. So some safety advice is take short videos in intervals. If something is happening and you have an opportunity to shoot videos, you just take short videos. Short videos, why? Because if you take a minute video, you can easily send it to SCBC or to someone abroad over WhatsApp and delete it from your phone. If you take a long video, a too long video, you're unable to send it away from your phone, and then now you'll be forced to hold it because it's important information that you want to send out, and they can arrest you, they can discover that video in your phone. If you take those short videos, you can easily send the videos out and delete them from your phone, and then you still have space, as most of the phones don't have space. And also, one of the important things, like I've said, we Southern Cameroonians have started writing our own story. For once, the international media want to hear our story from our perspective. So if you are taking a video, let's say you were in SOC today and you were taking a video of what was happening, it's important that you just add voice to it. You say, so you are here now in Squares, in Kumbu, and this is what is happening. Why? So that if somebody in SCBC, if our team, if our video team picks up that video, they should know where that video is taken, what is happening there, and then they can make a story out of it. Because so many times people take all those videos, then there's no voice to it, and then some people would take those videos and blog online and lie about it. And really, where our struggle is, we don't need to lie. We just need to be telling the truth. Every day, La Republique keeps on committing atrocities, but we need to be telling the truth. We need to be telling it to the international community as it is, so that when they send people for fact-finding missions, all those things can be verified to be true. We should not say something is happening in Victoria while it's happening in Kumbu. We should be factual. So when you send videos, it's very important that you make a voice note and tell us where you are taking that video, what is happening in that video, so that when we pick up that video, we know exactly what to do. So right now, we know that our flag has been hoisted in Kumbu, and we've just gotten a video of it from Kumbu. You see the SOC people, they have just gone out. That's our flag hoisted in Kumbu. That's a video of our flag hoisted in Kumbu today. And it's really in defiance of what La Republique military is doing. It's really in defiance. That's how far our people in SAW are going right now with this. To the brothers and sisters in SAW, to the brave warriors of SAW, please, please, please be calm. Our governing council has said we should be calm. Let us exercise our ghost towns for the next 2 days as the governing council recommends. Let us advise our people, our neighbors to keep their children at home. Let us keep our own children at home. Let us avoid traveling at this time. I mean, one of the things that La Republique keeps on doing is that when young men are traveling across, across the country, if you're traveling to Douala, if you're traveling to Limbe by bus and all those things, when they meet Southern Cameroonians in the bus, they have the tendency of arresting people, checking people's phones. So right now, it's important to start avoiding travel. If you have something to pick up from Douala, it's advisable to get people to send it to you through bus transport instead of traveling to Douala to pick it up yourself. So avoid travels during ghost town days. Avoid going out at night. You know that throughout this night, it would be those public gendarmes and military people outside. Avoid going out. Even if you are somebody who goes out to drink every night, on ghost town days, avoid going out. Just don't go out of your neighborhood. Don't go out of a place that is very safe for you. Just stay at home. Let us use these 3 days to reflect on what we want for our country. Let us use these 3 days, as our brother Dango in prison said, to introspect, to just look inside and look at the fight that we are fighting and look at the justness of the fight that we are fighting. And more so, as our leader, Patasang, always says, and pray and look up to God for guidance, for wisdom, so that our enemy can leave us.
Yes, I wish Oman Videle is Oman because those guys are brave. Now the kind of people that want to Saudi Cameroon, if make we all go take lessons, so because now the kind of people that want them, brave people, now people already stand up and take that land away from La Republique. We don't talk about this show plenty times, say your freedom cannot be given to you. It cannot. No man will ever give your freedom to you. Your freedom must be taken. We have to take it from those people. If someone fool we say they go give we just on a platter of gold, then we will stay the rest of our life in that illusion. That dream, we no go ever come out from that dream because we will stay inside forever. But we supposed to know, say, our land, our freedom, we give a take them. Some people they really one clown with that one. Now the real warriors and that. I mean, our honorable we make mistake for talk say we being a warrior on so now warriors. And if we not want to behave like those warriors, take our freedom from these people, I bet you we will stay as slaves for as long as they want. And the time don't reach, and not say all we don't realize, so we need to take them by force, take them by power. And when we talk, say one take our freedom, we see, like you see the some people they don't come out. They don't say that they play. This is what we are supposed to do. We need to take our freedom. And then we talk, we see all this with this MP, then see them for parliament, our funds they can't give them money, they can chop them. All these things they draw we back. Look, we don't reach for that time for this struggle. We no go laugh with the MPs and the funds. We go start to move from them, dethrone them, begin to replace our people every year, wait till Southern Cameroon and they talk. Just as we go start ghost churches, just that because if Catholic and Presbyterian and Baptist school then go on, we wait till they do. We go better put ghost down for Sunday. Now the same way we go do our fund them, we go start dethrone them, they put people they be reasonable enough for stand for this struggle. We go start to dethrone them. These MPs, where we talk every day, the city La Republic will start born at their house themselves. Because we don't give a shit on the waste time with these people that they draw it back all the time.
Talking about MPs, those are still images of the terrible things that happened in SAW. Those are the people of SAW that were marching with the corpse of the brother who was killed, and they are being tear gassed there. That is how, countries have police that control crowds. This is how La Republique controls their own crowds, with tear gas and with live bullets. It is a shame indeed. It is a shame. It is really a shame how La Republic conducts herself. So talking about the parliamentarians and the senators and all the voted executives, let us remind you that in 1954, when we were not treated right in Nigeria, our leaders at the time, representatives of Southern Cameroons, declared benevolent neutrality and stopped participating in Nigerian politics. And after they declared that and stopped participating in Nigerian politics, they walked to Boya and started a parliament in Boya. And that's how we walked from Nigeria without a war. Now, when you keep on going to Yaoundé parliament because you get 5 million call out or what fees and all that, that is being greedy. And let's analyze the things that you do. The same people that voted you a parliamentarian or a senator, when you go to Yaoundé, you are legitimizing Yaoundé over them. And by so doing, allowing Yaoundé to send their military over to come across and kill them. The blood of all those young people that they're killing, like the one that they killed in hospital, they are on your heads. You, the parliamentarians that keep going to Yaoundé. You understand that you don't have the majority to influence political policies in the Yaoundé parliament. But then you have one thing. You can walk back home. If all of you walk back home, it delegitimizes Yaoundé over our territory, and by so doing, the international community, a lot of laws will be enforced, like Von Gojinka always says. So stop fooling people. Stop going around and telling lies. If you return to your people who voted you into parliament and not go to Yaoundé, Yaoundé becomes illegitimate to control our land, because as the voted, as the parliamentarians, as the senators, as the people that we, the people of Southern Cameroon, have voted into La Republique government, that are legitimizing La Republique stronghold over us. Now today, CPDM parliamentarian Charles Belamouki said in his interview that the truth is that Southern Cameroon politicians have failed to represent the aspirations of Southern Cameroonians. Now, Mr. Charles, Senator Charles, that is not good enough. Saying that is not good enough. It's a beginning, but that is not good enough. What Southern Cameroonians want from you today is to stop representing us, because for the past 55 years, representing us in La Republique Parliament never gets us anything. When we wanted the GCE board, we went on the streets and we fought, and people were dead. People were killed. When we wanted a department in UB, people had to go on the streets and fight. People died. Whatever we have wanted from Yaoundé, we have gotten it through fighting and dying, not through policy. So you sitting in Yaoundé, I heard a parliamentarian the other day making an argument, no, we have to go there and make them know. No, we will sit home and make Yaoundé know. That is how our parents sat home in 1954 and made Nigeria know that they were illegitimate, overruling our country, and they finally walked out of our land even without a fight. So the parliamentarian that leaves from your constituency and goes to parliament is putting the people of that same constituency he says is going to represent in jeopardy. That is why the military is being sent into that community, because your parliamentarian goes to Yaoundé representing you. So it's time for people to start calling their parliamentarians, calling their senators in their communities, sitting down and having the talk with them and telling them, listen, we voted for you, that mandate is over. If you go to Yaoundé again, you stop being our parliamentarian, and we are going to make you an outcast in our community. All the phone calls that people say we should call parliamentarians, for me it's not necessary. It's important that the people of a constituency gather together, call their parliamentarian and tell the parliamentarian that their mandate has changed. Their mandate is that they should stop going to Yaoundé and making Yaoundé to have legitimacy over them. Call your parliamentarian in your constituency and tell them that. Call them for a meeting and tell them that they should stop going to Yaoundé in your name. If they go to Yaoundé, it's on their name, and you as a community are going to make them an outcast. They should take their family and move to Yaoundé and take their money and spend in Yaoundé. Never come back to your community. It is time that we start looking at the lives of our people that we are losing every day because these people are greedy. These people, what policy has the parliamentarians ever made in the Yaoundé parliament that has affected us? They go to a parliament where they go and vote to outlaw plastic papers that people are using. I mean, plastic papers are litter, but they use that litter in so many other communities for energy. They recycle those papers. So Cameroon cannot recycle papers. They have to go in parliament and enact a law to ban plastic papers. It is childish. All the problems that Cameroon has as a country, that's the law, the simplest law that you go and pass in parliament. That parliament is useless, and people should stop going there and don't go there in our name. If you want to go to the parliament, go and hang out with your friends, take your money, but don't go in our names.
First of all, the parliamentarians already take enough money where they feel leave out that parliament, which should not begin chop am. All the bribes, all the money where they don't give them, they can't do developmental aspects in their community, they never do them. That money be enough for the cash, for Southern Cameroon begin chop am. Because I don't get this discussion with some person, he say, when we pay the parliamentarian a salary, all the money they don't chop up for the past parliamentarian, they don't do 15 years, 20 years. Well, we say all the money they don't collect them for that parliament. Me they come out, take the money, cash it up for Southern Cameroon begin chop am. Like Derek talk, the time not reach for no to call them anymore. If we not call the parliamentarian for meeting, for our community no come, we now must go for a house. Tell you say enough is enough. He get will cut it because it go represent on how. You go represent people, no want me to represent them. Why you go there? Now we send you for there, come back, cash it up a year. Because people in the house, teacher in the house, they need to pay their salary. People that get 3 days goes down, they don't get money for chop. People that money not even the come out. You see go shop for there, they collect your 5 million. They chop and you want. You don't even look at your community. Then they tell you you don't go represent it anymore. You see carry ahead, they go there. The time don't reach where the people where they send they give a come to them and tell them, because when at time of election they come for the people, organize rally, they run come for them and they preach, lie to them, tell them all kind, promise them all kind promises, promise, no fulfill no one. When the people call now, any community, I don't say Bafu get the parliamentarian Bafu the Womb, Santa, all those people Meza, una call those people them back, tell them say, una need to go for dinner. We say on about dinner, make una no go there again. We don't want no representation for La Republic Parliament. If there's strong hate, go there, and then we go tell them say that we get the land and not be them. Then the next level, we'll take her from there.
Yeah. So, so before we go on break, we just wanted to tell you some exciting news about our app, about our website. If you have been on the SCBC website now, you would realize that all the news, international news and local news, all the verified news, we do now share on our website. So you don't have to go to CRTV sites, to funny news sites, to go and find news. We now bring our own news to our own website, scbctv.com/news. You'll see all the news that you need to know around the world and also locally. We are trying to, we have a team in place now that verifies news, if it's true, before posting it online. There's a lot of irresponsible journalism, some sponsored by La Republique, and they just go out there and write narratives and write wrong things, and they're fooling our people. So a news team is taking responsibility to go out there, look at news, verify it, authenticate it, and host it on our website. So now our site is a go-to place for news. And also, it's important to note that our app is just remaining 200 downloads to 10,000. And it's exciting. It's exciting for our app development went on break, we promised to take calls. We will be opening the lines for calls now. But also before we went on break, I was talking about our app that is doing very well in the Google App Store. And please, Apple users, be patient. The iOS team is working very hard to integrate the app into the Apple Store. It's not very easy to get an app on Apple Store. If you are an app developer or you have any idea around apps, you would understand that. But we are doing everything to fulfill the requirements to get the app into the Apple Store. And we are sure that our team very soon will get the app into the Apple Store. But then the Google, the Android users, the app is there on Google Store. Please keep on downloading. One of the things that the app is helping us do is to send those push notification messages. With the app, we are able to send messages to our people at home free. And it's exciting to report that 80% of those downloads are from people at home. So when we send notification messages to their apps, we know that people at home get the information. And when you get that information, it's your responsibility to share that information, to circulate the messages, let our people know what the governing council wants them to do, so that it would help us with information. Now, one more thing. Remember, La Republique will be looking for the app on your phone. So use that software. I said, go onto your app store and look for hide applications. Usually the first few that come up are the good ones. Download those ones for free onto your phone and use that. Use that to hide your app. You know, let the icon of your app be a calculator or something. Those are public people, they are not as smart. So even as they hear these things, they really cannot outsmart us. It's important to hide these things on your phone so that they cannot dictate it on your phone and then harass you for it. So we are opening up the lines for calls. We want to hear from people, especially from home. We want to hear the experience today about our ghost town, our Passover day. We received a lot of videos and pictures with the white cloths that people tied around their houses to indeed celebrate the Passover that we are passing over from the system that La Republique has forced us through 55 years. So we will be opening up the lines for those calls. We want to hear from people at home. If somebody is in Kumbu, you want to call in and tell us what's happening in Kumbu now. Hello? Hello? Hello, welcome to Amba Perspective. Oh, we lost that caller. So, hello?
Hello. Welcome to Amba Perspective. The calls are not coming through directly. Yeah, you know, when we come on shows like this and we try to express our opinion about issues and how we feel, say, the things that give will happen, we'd like to get calls back at home because now people are ready for homeland and they know exactly what.
Hello?
That they know exactly which way they feel for the homeland be and they feel give we a better perspective. So we'd be always glad plenty when people they call more and forgive us their experiences. Now from those experiences, the way we then know how for organize ourselves and do things more effectively. And like I'll be here, Mark Barrett they talk today. It is saying we organize ourselves for small communities who did try to enforce messaging around our environments. You know,
hello, welcome to Amba Perspective.
Hello. Yeah, if we are for my 2, my 4, for Mendankwe, Old Town, we are abroad, we are out of the country, we organize ourselves. They send small money for the people ready for what I want to grow up with. Maybe they print flyers, they remind people of the things the way they're supposed to do. Because sometimes the people don't put that pressure of reminding people every now and then. Some people they tend to forget, and some people they tend to just ignore certain things. So if I say maybe we gather ourselves in groups out of those of the we were there out of the country, like me so I come over on Damokong Street, yes, and my two. We so for inside diaspora.
Hello, welcome to Amba Perspective.
Hello?
Welcome to Amba Perspective.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Hello?
Yeah, good evening. Where are you calling from?
Yeah. Good evening.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm calling from Kumbu.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Please tell us what is happening in Kumbu.
Where I will talk for preaching.
No problem. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, now I will tell my to pay my cook. They don't know me. Expect 2.5.
We know the.
The expectation you go to prepare for all that to put that food in today. Before per hour. So for the
thank you so much for that call, brother. It was difficult hearing, but if I heard him correctly, he was just warning, sending out a warning message for students, for parents not to let their children or send their children to school. So it's important that we keep on reinforcing the message. Hello?
Hello, welcome to Amba Perspective.
Hello?
Yeah, you know, we don't emphasize more than we don't emphasize him.
Hello? Yeah, welcome to Amba Perspective.
Hello?
Yeah, welcome to Amba Perspective.
That's you.
Okay, welcome to the show. You have the mic. Where are you calling from?
From Eddie now. Go ahead, sir.
Okay.
The calls are really not good.
So,
Did you hear that?
yeah, okay, what I heard is he said the commandant around Idi now was going around intimidating people to send children to school. That's what I could hear from his call. But again, the network was really bad, and I never heard him well. But that's the message that I got from him. So La Republique is going to. Hello?
Yes,
Good evening and welcome to the show.
Yes, I just want to thank you for the
Thank you.
Yes, hello.
Hello, yeah, welcome to the show.
Yes, I'm just telling you to talk. Yes, I compare today qualified as interpretation in our land.
I really battle for hear these calls today. I don't know what happened. I don't know whether our internet line will work fine because the calls are not really coming in clearly. Yeah, but with all the talk say, no matter what way La Republique government do, they no fit stop we for doing what we want to do. We don't determine, we be determined to take back our land, and we will continue to do. Whether the colonial government, they work at the intimidate people, that one would deter we at all. We don't always talk about this show, say, the train to independence or leave station. We don't stop anywhere, we just do one way.
Hello, welcome to Amba Perspective.
Hello.
Welcome to Amba Perspective.
Yeah.
Welcome, Master. Akumbude.
Okay.
Why?
When I travel, what's talking? Okay. They shoot two talking today.
Why? It really be sad.
Where Asha, we would send out our condolence them for the family. Would beg on the communities for Kumbu, so many support this family them. I really try moments, and it really show how bad this La Republic government be willing for go all out. I mean, how you go out for go kill people for because you want me put them go for school. It really be sad, brother.
It just showing that say na two countries. Because if we been a part of La Republic, they will even get the hard set for protect we know for can kill we. It just show now. So the other day, some people that come over for La Republic say that the strike, say the government never pay them. They is a guard them. That's so police they work at the protect them for roads. That's why they work at the protest. When we decide say we want to stay in our house, we don't even go to our street. Then the camp for house can't take me for day, start kill we. Any person who thinks say we get anything to do with La Republic, me think again, because I tell you, these people don't declare, they don't tell we say we are nothing. We are animals. We don't deserve to even be called human beings. You know, that the reason why they kill we like fowl, like we don't even kill fowl again that kind of way. Man, they want to kill fowl now, they even sorry the fowl self. But these people, they don't even sorry. Live bullets. You just shoot live bullets. Hello? Yeah, welcome to Amba Perspective. Yeah, switch off your radio. We hear you, but your radio is disturbed. Put off your TV, I mean. Hello? Well,
it's painful, Ray, and I can't hold tears back from my eyes. How can military people go out and they're shooting live bullets into crowds? We were crying of one person. Now it's two people that have been shot dead in so this is really, really, really painful, and I don't know what kind of what would be done to those families to ever make up for the souls of their departed family members. And some of these people are breadwinners for families, and they go out and they're killed like that. They're killed like chicken, even worse than chicken. Even when would one kifa would go dig hole for blood for day. This is really, really, really bad. It's a terrible feeling, Ray. Right now, I'm not feeling fine about this.
Yeah, you know, it will be horrible. Say we shouldn't fear the talk, and we know very well. Say some family live for some place now they mourn because of useless soldiers. They come to the shoot people anyhow. I think we really need to really look at this for some way because Derek, honestly speaking,
hello, good evening and welcome. Good evening.
Yes, I'm calling from F.R.A contribution.
We welcome, my brother.
Welcome.
Yes, my contribution is that we are very happy to see your program. I'm here in F.R.A contribution and village.
Oh, thank you
That's
so
great.
much for the encouragement.
Yes, we are very happy with your program. So we are very happy to hear
No, thank you so much. We too, we are very happy, and we want to thank the people of F.R.A for resisting and keeping the ghost towns. I hope that the ghost towns are powerful out there. We are going to resist and get these people out of our land, my brother.
Yeah, you see. God bless you too, my brother.
God bless you.
Yeah, you see. Sure. You know, when you hear, would you hear say, because I still also happen against this small time like Republic will begin to say they want to shut down internet. Make any man install a dish for your household because now the only means we want to get information from southern Cameroons. Make all man put it in his dish. I told the other day, say me people in Ghana by 10 each. When I contribute 225. 1 week we go put some my own dish ACBC for your house. The next week we contribute another 25. 10 of una. We go put up another my house. If you find some technicians every, you know, go to put that fee, you know, go to charge you a fee for installation. You go reduce the price. So that means every person gets his own TV for your house, they watch and for it because I suspect say La Republique will suspend this internet again because the way we run the see Al Jazeera already ask me to send video again. We will start sending video. They go show again about Al Jazeera. It go vex Paul. Paul go can't destroy internet.
We have a caller. Hello. Welcome to Amba Perspective. Hello.
Yes. I want to talk especially to the church leader.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because I want to tell you don't have to school today. They be very happy. They be very happy after those for another block for government. They get their case for judgment with God. Whether they become and take care of man or come to destroy man.
Yeah, you see.
Let them say something and after this struggle. The God that cannot stay with their life. Also, first see that they don't want to stand for the truth. Let's see that when they storm the weather, today they see the way. I hope that they will still stop fighting with their God and not able to pick up faith. Brothers and sisters, they will continue to pray for the report of their soul.
That's true.
We don't go away another blood to blessing of God today on his side.
True, mommy.
And we must be the same atmosphere for get that way. Ministries and standards all of us will not be disclosed the identity.
Yeah, no, it'll be okay.
We continue for example and talking at the work. When I spend night and day for 2 days, fight to continue.
Thank you, mommy.
Me and my family, we say like that, we sit down before the Germany say, anybody will stand on our way, we just attack. We be ready for sacrifice, the little of it. That day, restoration day,
very true.
No, it'll be okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you. You see, there you go. I talk about the church leader. It also vex me. And honestly speaking, make our chairman be here this because soon, very soon, we'll start declare ghost stand up for Sunday. Because it don't be like say these church leaders, they all the one are money, all the one are money. And if they not call back their schools, they will stop or open their doors. I know they might say, Father, go open doors, me soldiers, they can't declare grass for school. So now we're picking a camp for school. We go stand now, we can't leaks. Make ghost churches very soon. When I open church door, no man will come to church. Wait. When I begin there, we will decide with the oppressor.
Hello?
Hello.
Welcome to Amba Perspective. Welcome to Amba Perspective.
Yeah, I support from Congo.
Oh, welcome. How today?
I support from Congo from the show.
Oh, calling from Congo. Oh, our first caller from Congo.
Yes, I will talk for speaking.
Yeah, talk for pidgin. It'll be okay.
So, I think for all, I will stop and say that. So, but at that, about the struggle and struggle for it. So now, what you want for my contribution? I want to talk again, say, this will never be some real criminal.
Not true.
We don't lose God, we don't lose fight. I will not be waiting to God. Take time. When you be back for Sita, for work, but for the not for whom we kill it. So many, now when I'm not saying they are just and it's a case for food, any kind of for people to be food, will try to get it and we don't know how to treat it for the big that's for that problem.
Okay. But thank you so much. He's asking how to contribute. Thank you so much for the call from Congo, my brother. Well, would be able to keep up for here because when I watch. Actually, I want to know if you watch us now from your TV because apparently with Dish for Congo too, since it's for the sub-Saharan region, if you actually receive images for Congo. So you let us know if you watch now for app or you watch now for your TV, so that some of our other brothers them and sisters, the way they do for Congo, they will also install, begin to watch for their houses. So the caller asked an important question, how he can contribute. Ray, you want to take that?
Yeah. You know, right now, out of now only you see it's a bit difficult now for even the answer this question for contribute because now only during
we have a call. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah. So so one way to contribute is to contribute through the website. And if you don't have a, go and contact, send a message to the inbox on Facebook or you send an email and tell the administrator where you are. Hello? Hello? Welcome to Amba Perspective.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm calling
Calling from?
I didn't hear that. You call from where?
I go for a county.
All right, go on, my brother. I will hear you.
Okay. I want to go there.
Yes.
Every day when I answer this program, when I say,
Wow, I'm battling to hear the calls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the call. We struggled through the call. The network is really poor from where you're calling, but thank you so much. When you call in the show, it really reinforces that our people are watching, and it encourages us, to be able to come for the next show even more exciting and more inspired. So thank you so much for the call. Hello?
Hello?
Welcome to the show.
Hello?
Yes, sister, I hear you. Welcome. Evening, oh.
I'm a student.
Okay. Yes, hello, sister. Welcome.
Yeah, we hear you. Go ahead.
I just want to contribute that what you said.
Okay.
The problem is that. Hello?
Yes.
Hello. Oh.
Wow.
The network for that call.
I'm not too sure what's going on with the calls today.
Yeah. So CRTV just reported that schools resumed normally in southern Cameroons. It is really a shame for a media house that calls itself a big media house in this day and age that cannot report objectively on what is happening on the ground. With all the ghost towns that we saw today and all the reports that we saw coming in from eyewitnesses, CRTV still goes out and report and lie and tell lies.
Yeah, now the reason why that way they want short internet because we send the truth out there. When CRTV lie, we counteract them with our social media and ACBC. And at one back, my brother say, make we not believe anything for CRTV. And the people they can't lie. They say, hey, CRTV don't talk. Say CRTV don't talk. Say all we know is CRTV they lie. You know that cameramen they don't train them how they go take picking they put on one side take picture, take a put on this side take picture. They make a meal like say they put the floor for class. Make CRTV show you one full class. Museum. They didn't show them. So no one need to look at themselves. When they look watch CRTV the fear.
Hello, welcome to Amba Perspective. Hello.
Yeah, because CRTV they know how to lie people a lot. Make we know the even watch. If we watch ourselves, we just watch and say we want to hear the lie, and then see how we take the truth. Then begin to show the world. Because the truth be that there was no schools today in South Cameroon. No institution will come today can tell you say that schools they be gone as effective as we know how school they open for that country. We know how schools they open for that country. I remember when I would go school for Southern Cameroon. I mean, on the first day of school, street they be packed full like this. You know, schools they clean classes, they clean all the grass around, make sure say everything be ready for start school. We not see any of those today. People they go enter class the first day for school start school. They don't sit down for side, they go pass the grass. Me they go clean the grass first. They make a sensitive. So the minutes that they can't enter that class. Since we mean not enter that class, we can't come encourage people me they can't school. And because they don't see and say we win this. Minutes that they come out for Yaoundé, drive camp for Saudi Cameroon, can't enter that classroom, they beg. Me begin and go school. They want fool now with them. They don't be fool we anymore. We understand, we know the truth. We get social media. People don't take pictures, videos, send it out there. So CRTV don't be live anymore. Anything CRTV, they don't lie.
Yeah. So so to end, we have a caller on the line. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Amba Perspective.
Hello. Yeah, good evening. Good night.
Good evening, brother.
Good evening.
Salute you.
Yeah, I get echo back. I don't know whether it's gonna be trying to turn off any device really connected to.
Yeah, we'll get you clearly actually. So go ahead and tell us where you are calling from. Tell us maybe the situation around your community.
Well, actually, I call from Maryland.
Oh, okay.
On the situation, I call back from this evening. I want to come up work to find out what is happening.
Okay.
Yeah. So I go to find out nothing. And I think a local credit from I call all my relatives. They don't want to ever call them before. I call all them.
Okay.
Yeah, ask them, say now how it happened. I told say Jojo story, like normal story, they ask them how it happened. That ghost town happened to me.
Yes.
Yeah, so they tell me how they don't be nosy. All that they say, they know they happen. I live for people outside. They know nosy, and so they think strong. So I take my time. I orientate them, put them, really tell them how it happened. Tell them the only best way they do now is to stay for house. I do small garden, drink, give small money there, or send them to them. They be here, they do. They just struggle for house. Then I explain them again. They just will give for years. Who will give up time? We fight the fight. Government comes to fight the fight. Go to matter for head. And international forces, they don't see and see. They don't agree. They will make sure they push up for people getting independent.
Great.
Orientate them. So as I orientate them, I say most of them, so they don't really know exactly this fight will go get to the end. So as I orientate them, they say that give back their morale, make them understand how they will do nothing. They don't even get the happy of what really happened. The scenario, they don't even know.
Yeah.
So I they promise me all man will keep up the people house. They say no man will shake. I say for the 3 days they go down, they don't even come, not even for window. They don't even look for window. They just take less time out.
That's great, my brother.
Because man, you know that the public now I can destroy. That because the public they are working to destroy. Things like they don't do now, they just do damage.
Are true.
Yes, they are true. So wait to have one talk now. Move as soon as they go media, when they now go people now they get volunteers, people the whole day for outside. Move call. I won't call move the message for this one for them. Now we are going to be they will always talk around. So me the volunteers for people that back home, me the understand people that are used to them. So the people extra mile to just destroy me.
Yeah.
Now because they can't do, they will decide to destroy who pays for me. So if you take inside your house, you lock your door, you should stop on a garden and think you don't go enter inside all that mess. So now just to stay they stay indoors. They forget about movement, random movement. Me they just on top. If they want to jump on top, the gas is the empty space like that. So they 6 to 6. After the 6, you now pray, you now sleep. For 3 days, no be problem. Tell us when people to observe at least, but no, not to take compensation with that for which agent they call and frustrated people. And so on and so they're not glad to stand the whole thing. They keep saying so that frustration, if they use the now can destroy me.
No, you don't talk. No, you don't talk true, my brother. And what you do be very encouraging, and we call on every Southern Cameroonian with the diaspora to make sure say they call home, they explain for our people back at home which would work, which would do, and how we will gain our independence, so that we encourage them to continue to hold on, because now they suffer the most for this struggle past those of you who are there out. So thank you very much for what you do, my brother, because now the thing that we give for the drum every single day. Okay.
I talk to my small cousin in Nigeria, you see, I discover and say, for the other state, Francophone, from Douala and Yaoundé, they can't attend uni. So now, as they attend uni now, they just imagine 70 in a day, we see how they carry to school. So they say, hey, they're trying to call and say, school already affected people that don't leave for school. So if you now have to go attend school, but it is going to say, even the people that inside class, they don't really talk fluent English, so you don't understand. So this is sometimes they don't be over frequent class. Sometimes the national decide to come now, but they don't say they want this opportunity to make up classes because they know now instead of keeping them, they will sorry favor them.
True.
After investigation, they can't go and say now teaching them the vocal and to one down where the people we are now, not the who we are at their school. So when you are doing my home point and say, I don't tell you well, we already know things and see that it happens. So, but then now, for mentally, they're not entering a few ways they do, they're not entering that shop. Need a leave, need a go home, need come up home, go be, because there is nothing where they will get out from now. If they are complicated, they already did that book, when I put you they give down there now. So, end up carrying a rip.
True.
If they let now, they will be HIV will give their thing and they know they no more. And at the end of the day, they will say, so they better go back home. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, they say no, they don't care. If they used to say don't care, for how long will I struggle? Will they go no place? I take my time to rotate. I tell you much about the diplomatic mission, the way when government comes down to them. I tell about the fact that they don't need anything for doing, they don't need for just pay for whole hours. And then they ask me, say, why would they go on and really educational sector for this one? I don't know, well, if you want to gain something, you try to find a place where you know safety. If to a man says, you beat your man, you don't beat the man, you start to be knocking away, reaching cheapest place. Now that's the way you will knock up. So rather than people hold that educational sector for down, I've seen two come together and come together. Well, the other thing like the public don't get no breathing space because when you next one council education, if you council now able French place, it's council for all the United Council.
Very true, very true.
So now which that way, now why don't we go now educational sector?
No, you talk very well.
As I explain now, just take my time explain and if you understand, I didn't promise you to go back. Maybe at least me tell a friend, I can't go to the talk with their own friends. The friends ask me a lot of questions. I take my time, I explain them to them, broken down to them, since they understand and The police, they say, now, let me understand it. That's what they say, they don't get the go, they don't get the notice, so they don't wait at their life at the end of the day, they go with the woman. So, another point I want to say, more than the media, more than the correct, especially these students, they really understand the reason why we give the school boycott be important. Not only the fact that they will boycott the school who get independent, but also the fact that as a result of that school way they boycott them, it affects the other part of it, of which as it affects the other part. Now, why don't we be? Because they don't wait for the boycott class. So, Mona, so we take on that part, following to another Mona, we will take much about for the then advice, other spirit, the other side, it is equally to answer.
Yeah, my brother, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that call, because you don't already talk at all, and I know say the period they watch we right now, they don't hear what you talk, and they will also call their brothers and sisters back at home, and they will give them that orientation where you don't get them right now. So because you don't explain them very explicitly, and they don't hear them very well.
And Ray, no, thanks so much for the call, brother. Good job. We must keep replicating what you are doing. It is indeed great that we start telling our students about the tricks that La Republique is playing, and more so telling them that the school year last year was cancelled, and obviously going by the results now, the school year again would be cancelled. Because, for instance, today we received an email from somebody whose child schooled in Yaoundé last year, has an advanced certificate, applied in Canada for university, and was rejected that there were no schools in Cameroon. So the governing council sent out a lot of diplomatic packages to colleges and universities around the world, telling the schools the situation of school in Cameroon, that schools have been grounded. We have less than 300 schooling hours for the last year. When they explain all those things to universities, they are not going to admit students from Yaoundé, from Cameroon. So even the Francophones, unless you want to keep your certificate in Cameroon and use it within the Cameroon context, once you are going out to study, they are not going to recognize it. You will realize that your fees have been wasted, your time has been wasted, you've gone to school for nothing. I mean, we want to get more of those. I asked the student to send us some evidence of that so that we can show people out there. We are not CRTV that comes online to lie to people. So we will get evidence, and if you have applied abroad for university, if you have gotten admission with a 2017 certificate, please email us and show us proof so that we stop lying to our people. Or if you have applied and they have refused you on that ground, also show us proof so that we show our people. We want to be showing our people what the truth is. Like the brother is saying that he explained to people in Boya, he explained to his cousin in Boya and their friends how going to school now is not going to help them because the educational calendar is blank for Southern Cameroons like it was last year. So if you have any evidence of this, if you went to school in Yaoundé and had your advanced level and you apply to study abroad and they give you permission, show us that admission later and disprove this. And also if you apply abroad and you are denied admission on grounds that there were no schools in Cameroon entirely, please send that so that we share and educate people, so that people should stop wasting their money. We have realized that some of the educational providers in Cameroon are running scams. They want people to go to school not for the purpose of education, but for the purpose of paying school fees, for the purpose of enriching their businesses or whatever they are running. Because how can a genuine concern that the educational system have been diluted, there is no reforms, educational reforms to fix that system, but yet people are forcing children to go to school. Militaries are going and clearing school campuses for children to go to school. Since when? For 55 years. It's a new law for La Republique.
Yeah. Before we close this show for today, we go find someone to remind ourselves for the thing that we don't talk about, because as we go back, maybe we take them very clearly to the quarters that be. The first thing we will need to make our soldiers, the way they did for La Republique government, known as say, the time don't reach for them to strategize. Make sure say they leave that soldier that they work with, they don't get gun, they don't get nothing, they only shoot up, nothing they happen. But they better take take that gun, they bring them, or whichever way they want to take them, defend our land. You know, I don't know whether because I watch Rambo or na Rambo, I watch Rambo, then Rambo they go take one military camp he one. Maybe that thing they confuse my head. I just say why own soldier if you go take over military. But the truth I say, those guys they get training and me then anyhow way they make our soldiers that think on how they give a comeback and start defending our land because the time not reach you will defend that land. As we talk it be enshrined in international law. You get right for defense, self-defense. Any man who can attack you for your land, you get right for defend them. Man, if you can beat you to your house, you should not be quiet. With time will the turn this side and slap him, turn this side and slap him, you don't pass. Now when person slap you, you back him. That's what we go do an apple. Like Republic, they don't see yes. We don't reach that level, we don't vex and one go we tell our parliamentarians, any man where he give for his county where parliamentarians come up for day, make that person tell that parliamentarians, say me come for quarter meeting. The way we take and convince them, we can call meeting for that constituency, the commodity can fool them, give them promises, they will never fulfill them. Now the same way the people go call meeting, back call, they say they come, make them tell, they say, they give a final warning, make them leave that Republic Parliament, come back cash down for Southern Cameroon to fight this thing because they don't really collect enough money for the Republic, enough money for cash down, make we fight it in them. And people never not go school for the whole year, they don't pay their salary, they say they survive their own how. Make that people leave that salary, they collect our Republic, cash it off our house. So that all we go fight this fight. When they come over that parliament will the Republic don't be null and void because they don't be representative of Southern Cameroon. And then the UN go say and say we will not be part of that country anymore. Any other international organization will say we will not be part of that country anymore. So that the two things that will take them. Our soldiers come back home, let's defend our territory. PMs or MP, they call them, or the wait they call them, when they come back, we can give our own parliament for these sites, begin to do a lot of it, they do how we see how we do. Because that's where we go, delegitimize the Republic Parliament, so it bring our struggle back. So I beg.
Yeah. So final message is that you should register on the SCACUF website and start paying your citizenship levy. Our governing council needs a lot of money to do the work that is necessary to prepare grounds for our restoration on the 1st of October. So if you are watching SCBC and you're in position to register, those at home, you can call your families abroad and advise them to register in your names and start paying the levies for your name so that the governing council can have the money needed to run affairs. Also, it's important to register on our app. Our app is secured. It's a secured way of watching updates on the struggle. You have the catch-up on the app, and you can watch all of the programs that happen on SCBC because they are downloaded on catch-up, and you don't need to download them on your phone and waste your data. You can watch them on the go, and it's also safer. You can easily hide the app on your phone. So download the app. Already now, our communications team is using the app to send messages at home. We are happy to say that we have over 8,000 downloads from home. We are now sending those messages at least 2 times a day through the app to tell our people what the governing council wants them to do and advise our people. So it's important that if you don't have the app, you go onto your app store and you download the app. It's a way of communication. It's our own way of communication, and we don't have to pay for it. So we would like to see how many people buy the dishes this week for their families back at home, contribute, buy the SCBC TV dish so that they can install in your home or for your neighbors or for your neighborhood so that people can be watching SCBC and getting information about the struggle and learning about the history of Southern Cameroon, which we have never been told. Thank you so much. It was a great evening. Tomorrow, Mary goes down tomorrow.
Yeah, goes down tomorrow. Make no man come up our house. Now people they come up our house, they go face this soldier there. Better the soldier come to your house. Come to you for day. So tell your families, call back home those who are in the diaspora, explain to your families why they have to stay at home. Make no man no go school. Make no parent not take a pikin, put her in arm's way. Because now you take a pikin, put her in arm's way now, they go kill them. Then we defer this, define the pity people the way we should not have a house, not to have a house for now. We beg, make no man not send pikin for school. Because as that one call, I don't talk him. When you hit person, you hit them some play with the hurt the most. Now for them, you continue with the hit them. We don't realize say the Republic that as we no go school for this side, their school and to the B, they get problem them. And all now don't carry a pikin put up la Republic, say they go school. When I go bring them back, When I go bring them back because it don't make no sense. Say the same period they can't their own education don't find them. They come for one side because now on the say when one goes, they don't stop school for one side, and carry go to another side. So warning what to a wise is enough. All we go respect the land, the laws of the land of Southern Cameroon. Una good night and una stay blessed.
Stay tuned to SCBC for other educative programs around the struggle. Thank you so much for watching and good night.
Yeah, my name is Mola Lyonga. I'm a teacher by profession. I'm talking precisely on the issue of school resumption in Southern Cameroon. This video I'm taking from my school around Tico subdivision. I will not identify the name because of security reasons. Right now I'm reporting from my office, and as we speak, no effective school resumption has taken place in this area. I've gone round town, I've checked all schools, the whole place is militarized, gendarmes, army, police, anywhere. They don't even want to see you with your phones. You are intimidated when you are walking. And the simple reason is that our people have refused to send their children to school because they want their statehood restored. Since in the past years, the government of Yaoundé have been using all type of funny means, all type of funny education system to teach our children. And we, the parents, have said no to this nonsense. It will never work again until we restore our statehood. Nothing again like school resumption will take place in Southern Cameroon. Mr. Bia in Yaoundé should know that the people of Southern Cameroon are no longer answerable to him. They are answerable to the governing council based in abroad. And that is where we take our decision from now henceforth. It's just to tell our republic bye-bye from Ambazonia. Thank you.
Sacrifice. Thank you. Joe Tam. Ayuk Ote Ayuk.